Okay, here we go with the Nanuk 920 case. If you know anything about the Nanuk cases, they're industrial, they're very strong, and possibly bulletproof. I'm not real sure a 9mm would go through this. Probably would, but it wouldn't be easy. And I'm a gun guy, I would know. 22 definitely wouldn't penetrate. With all Nanuks, they come with the bear claw hooks. You can search any YouTube channel on review of the Nanuk 920 or any Nanuk case, and you can learn a lot more. This video is strictly about the DJI Mavic Pro case that I found to be, well, quite honestly, the best. No case is going to fit everyone, and so I was looking for a case that would fit me, but I could customize. So here we go. Here we go. Nanuk 920 for the DJI Pro, or Platinum for that matter. It may look a little cluttered, but believe me, it serves me quite well. I'm going to start off with just what I've done to the case. You can obviously see what I have in the case. Let's just move forward. This here is my shoulder strap for my tablet mount that fits in the controller. If you don't have one of these, I strongly suggest you pick up one. You may notice the little 3M, these aren't Velcro, these are called, I believe, Verilocks or something like that. I'll show you what those do here in a minute if you care to know. As you can see, I've got a Samsung tablet here. I've actually got 6 batteries in this case. There's my 0, my 1, my 2, my 3, my 4, and number 5. Yes, I do like to have a lot of batteries. When I decide to go fly, usually I want to fly, and whether it's for recreation or whatever, I like to have it. I'm going to start off here. These little pieces here are my rear feet to the Maverick. We'll go ahead and pull the Maverick out. And there you go. There's the Maverick. You can actually see I have the shade guard on mine. You may have the gimbal protector, but either one will fit in here. I'll just set this over here to the side. And we'll go with a little bit here now that we can visually see some things. You'll notice I have the Torx 1.5 right here for emergencies, for the drone itself, or the controller if you need to work on it while you're out in the field. Here I have my Phillips. Fits in there really good. My flathead, another Torx screwdriver, and oh no, excuse me, here's my Torx, and ooh, a micro Phillips there. Now, to get these in the case, because the case doesn't come with all these slots, that's the whole point of this video, is make it your own. Make it for you. As you can see, I've got extra blades right here. These are propellers. These are the golds. Even though it is a Mavic Pro I do run the platinum blades. Now, to make these slots, it's quite easy. You use an X-Acto knife, and you basically just cut into the styrofoam. Get it down, get it as straight as possible, especially for these. Get them as straight as possible. You don't want them crooked or out of whack. You'll deform your blades. And then when you pull them out to use them, the tips are bent or whatnot. So just be careful with that. This bay is actually default. It comes this way. I don't believe I cut anything out here. And then basically I have my quick charger. This works quite well. I actually put rubber feet on it so it doesn't slide around. And then I just threw some cables beside it if I need it. Now normally when I'm out in the field, I don't pull all this stuff out. It stays in there until I need it. Here's the Samsung charger. Here's my filters. I actually have mine labeled. I don't think you can see this, but it says ND8, ND16, ND32. Now, the big question I get is wow, did it come this way? No, it did not come this way. These were not there like that. What you do, and they fit in there snug, is basically just take your filter, and you can do this really with, I would think, any case, and then take a cloth, put something, don't put your finger on it. Well, I guess you can always wipe off the fingerprints, and then just push down real firm, maybe turn it a little bit, and then pick it up, take your X-Acto knife, which I apologize, I don't have it with me right now, and you just kind of trace out that line, and you can tell, you know, these aren't real thick, so you don't have to go down very far. And then you just get them like you want them, put them in there, and there they are. Very convenient. Your DJI Mavic Pro controller. This is default. I didn't make any modifications to this slot. It's just like it was when I got it. The battery, these four, they're stock. I didn't do anything to change this. Now, this is the power cord to my fast charger. I did make a change there. This had a piece that came across here and a separate little compartment. I made it bigger, mainly for this right here, which I'll discuss. Now this does fit in here pretty tight. This here is what I put on my controller. We were talking earlier about the 3M lock grips. Well, basically what I've got here, and I'm sure a lot of you have something similar or identical to this. And please excuse me, I've been fighting off a cold or an allergy or something, and so I'm sniffling a little bit here. And actually, I think I put it that way. And this actually fits on here and locks in. I didn't get very centered. Alright, well, quite honestly, let's just do it from the start. I shouldn't break my habits and the way I do things. Okay. Everybody knows this goes in here, just like this. It's a lot easier when you're not trying to do it on camera. But I want everybody to, I have questions about this, and where did I get the case, and how neat it is. Actually, I think I do have that wrong. No, that's right. It goes like that. Well, now, okay. Now you can put this in here. And this basically just fits in between these. This is an Insignia 15,000 milliamp hour. Or MAH, whatever that stands for, I can't remember. And you just pop this in there. And I put my things too close together and it makes it hard. Believe me, when I'm out in the field and I'm just doing business as normal, this is easy, but you gotta be tough today. Okay, now basically that goes like that. What I do is I hook a USB cable from here, it goes underneath and plugs into my controller. This powers the controller and my tablet through the USB for an extended period of time. I'm not reliant on the controller's battery so much. I can go, I don't know, usually about 10 hours. I think 10 hours is really as long as I've ever went. And I don't know if you can see those lights, but it tells me it's full. So anyway, that's what that piece is for. I believe here we have, yeah, this is actually, I got it labeled power bank. So this is the cable that goes from the power bank to the controller. These are my front landing gear. I always raise my drone off the ground. I just do. Right here, this here is a USB memory card reader. This here goes great with the tablet when you're out in the field and you need to check your video. Maybe you don't have enough memory cards and you need to transfer files over. Anyhow, this is this. Now, usually the only time I use this, quite honestly, is when I'm traveling, I'm away from home. It's just the laptop, the drone, and well, I have to have that. Next is the tablet. Now, these cases are not designed for tablet. If you go and look at the Nanuk 920, you'll see this slot is only about this big and very thin for a phone. Now, if you only have a phone, that's great. But in my case, I actually use a Samsung, I believe this is a SMT320, 8.4 screen, I believe. Might be a little bigger than that, I can't remember. Wow, something got it good there. But anyhow, as you know, this piece goes in here like that. And then I have my battery, which I only use when I'm traveling. When I'm traveling out on site or something, going to the lake, and we're going to be there all weekend, and I'm flying for really extended period of times, going through batteries like crazy, quick charging them. This is just really nice. Plus, it'll charge your phones, cameras, whatnot. Oh, I let my beard slip in there. Sorry about that. Next thing is this slot here. This is a memory card slot. And it does not come with this slot. Again, I use an X-Acto knife. I got my two 64 gigabyte extreme cards in there with the adapter. And basically, they'll sit right there. Now, one other thing you'll notice is I have screws all the way around here. And you'll notice that there's gold ones in the corners and right here by the lock. Well, I shouldn't say the lock, the air vent. The locks are over here. When you get it, it doesn't come this way. Now they do have the pre-drilled holes in the case so you can do this. I did this because when I'm pulling things out and stuff, I don't need this foam piece coming up. And so to make it look good, don't have to worry about the foam piece, I did that. Other than that, that's it. I guess I could mention here, I do have my sun visors back here. One for the cell phone, one for the tablet. And you'll notice there's little Velcro strips here that hold this in. And it works quite well. This here, this is just me extra Velcro. I'm always using Velcro for cable management or whatnot. I'm originally from IT. Was in it for many years. And cable management and Velcro are your friend by far. Basically going back together, we go here. Again, apologize for the sniffling. Take this and power button goes up. As you can see, I kind of have a system here. I know how everything goes in here. And if you get one customized like as I have, you'll have a system too. And that's really all that matters, is what works for you. This works for me, may not work for anyone else. And this whole video is just a waste of time. But I really don't think so, because I've just had too many comments out in the field with this device. Where goes my battery? Oh, there it is. Pop the battery off. It just sticks right down in there. Throw a couple of cables in there. Go ahead and throw my feet in there. Go ahead and disassemble this. If you like this video and it is informative, please click on the thumbs up or the thumbs down if you don't like it. Won't hurt my feelings. This is not for everyone. A lot of people may not want to invest the time to organize their Mavic Pro stuff quite like this. I'm just, well, as my wife says, maybe just a little anal about it all. And I've always been that way, a little perfectionist. And there you go. It's all back together. Sealed, waterproofed. You can lock it with padlocks on the ends here. Like I said, I would be surprised if, yeah, 9mm would go through it definitely. But, nevertheless, it is extremely tough. And even if you don't customize it, I would suggest getting one for your Mavic Pro. This case here was a really good deal. I couldn't pass it up. $69 on Amazon. If I can find the link, I'll put it down in the description. I don't even know if they're selling that cheap anymore or not. It does have the airlock vent. That way for traveling, get off the airplane, it keeps moisture out, but equalizes the pressure. Other than that, I don't know much about the case, except that it serves me quite well. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, again, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe. This is a new channel. I have other channels, but this one here is strictly dedicated to drones. So, Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you back.